What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Henry. I'm Jared.
Ryan here.
And Kevin and Mark will join us shortly, hopefully. But we're back with our bi-weekly review of Power Rangers HyperForce.
Ding, 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 ding. And so on.
So on and so forth. We're reviewing episodes 16 and 17. I have been waiting for this.
For a long time. Not
Before we
really.
start, wanted to wish Hyper RPG happy 2-year anniversary. I know by the time we're doing this, kind of we
We're
missed
late.
like we're a couple of days off, but happy 2 years nonetheless. Hyper RPG. Can't wait to see what you guys got in store. Hopefully there's another Power Ranger down the line. Going to kill them. Going to kill them. Well, not really. Can't say that on YouTube.
Too late.
Hush up. I'm gonna try and
We're
get
gonna unalive them. That's what we're gonna do.
right. All right. You're invited again to this chat. Yeah, we're just gonna get started anyways. Left off, we are in Power Ranger SPDville still. Got the trusty Power Rangers SPD playing because gotta have something playing in our Power Ranger background.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, we're still in the year. Well, no, scratch that. We're now on planet Y37 in the year 2027, where this takes place 2 years after the end of SPD. So we're now playing the last few episodes because in the last few episodes presents A Squad, which is in now the story of Power Rangers HyperForce. But I think I'm doing a little too much myself because right now I'm reading off my handy dandy HyperForce notepad.
Notebook.
Screw you. Just because this is Nickelodeon doesn't mean we're going that far in Nickelodeon. Damn it. Either way, Joe is recovering in the medical bay, which is a good way in story to mention that Yoshi Sadarso, who plays Joe, he was running a little bit late. It's LA traffic. Me and Ryan can attest to that. LA traffic is a mother.
Yes.
Yeah, they're playing at Y37. The Alliance leader breaks out. He breaks into the facility that A Squad is held in and, frees them up. And then he's wanting them to align. He wants them to align with him, and like the Darth Vaders that they are, they kneel before their new master.
Oh my god.
So Jack would suggest that maybe for their best interest to capture A Squad leader Charlie, because he feels as if you take their leader, they're all going to crumble because they can't really do anything without following their Red Ranger. Unlike Hyperforce, where like they all will take lead. Like if Marv is down, someone will take lead. That person can't do it, someone else will do it, so on and so forth. But with a normal Power Ranger team, if they can't function without their Red Ranger, they're just screwed. But that really can't really be said for other Ranger teams. But that's neither here nor there. We are here dealing with A Squad. So with that, Jack uses that idea to get her to interrogate for information. Vesper, being Vesper, thinks to plant bombs in places in hope to destroy the facility. And so while A Squad is infiltrating the tower where they're being held and harasses the guard, the Rangers, Hyperforce Rangers, mind you, they're still discussing the best way to infiltrate. But Vesper, she throws caution to the wind and yells out, Leroy Jenkins! and she just goes infiltrating on her. She just jumps into action, and then they just have to jump in with her because it's just like, oh God, why Vesper? I guess we gotta go make sure she don't do anything stupid and get killed. Also,
I'll just say something cool because Leroy Jenkins too long to say.
yeah, this is. Oh damn it! Now I want to watch 22 Jump Street for that. I hate you. Yeah, I wanted to take note that Malika Game Master, awesome she is. She makes a badass A Squad Red Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got them right here. I think I missed the main introduction of A Squad, but I think we all know what A Squad's about. We know it's a
Those
crazy. It's awesome. We got it. We get it.
those traitors.
Traders, yeah, but you know, Malika, she makes an awesome ranger. She makes an awesome A Squad ranger. So Vesper, she misjudged the jump and ends up in the moat. And Vesper, she threatens to blow up the A Squad with her bombs. So they retreated. Eddie checks on the guard as Chloe uses her whirlwind attack from the water to get out. She uses it from the moat to slow down A Squad from their escape, and then the other Rangers catch up to Chloe. She uses one of her bombs to injure the A Squad, and then they attempt to retaliate, but then they're blinded by the smoke. Using the smoke cloud, exploded bomb to their advantage. Eddie grabs hold of A Squad Red. Blush you.
Yes.
No. He grabbed A Squad Red, and I took a special note for A Squad Blue because he is rendered unconscious. That is because Marvin Shee, Captain Marvelous himself, rendered him unconscious by sending his ass to Suplex City. Ryan would know what I'm talking about, but he's not going to remember, so I'm just going to elaborate real quick. Marv takes the A Squad Blue Ranger and delivers, hey, mighty powerful German suplex, a la Brock Lesnar, hence the term Suplex City. And that little wrestling reference is a nice little segue into what we're going to get to in the break of this episode. But moving on. Let's see. Not much happened. Yeah. With Marv's help, Jack uses his plasma restraints and tases. They're restraining the Rangers. Vesper tries to apprehend the Green Ranger, but she got elbowed, and Eddie got pissed. Like, you want to be green? I am green like the Hulk. That is like, Eddie took out A Squad Green Ranger, and Eddie and Vesper, they quipped the inferiority of the color green to black, a la Super Mega Force. Is like you went from black to green. It's like, that's not a good move for you, buddy. It's not a good upgrade. But there was a simple explanation for that. Chloe uses her other whirlwind attack to dispatch the pink and yellow A Squad Rangers. So an unknown SPD Green Ranger shows up on the scene, responding to the distress signal. And against Marv's wishes, Chloe followed Vesper. Followed by Vesper, I'm sorry. They dogpile on top of him. Who's him? They were dogpiling on the Rangers. Forward contest dispatched. Yellow shows up. Signal Mark. They dogpile on him and the A Squad. I think it was blue or red. It says unnamed Ranger contains the 5 A Squad Rangers in their jail cards. And then we find out that the SPD Green Ranger is Lena Song from the previous episode. Because 2 years have passed. 2 years have passed, and now she rose up the ranks from D Squad to B Squad. So good on you, Song. We believed in you.
Just grabbing some.
So
There we go.
there's that. Yeah, no, it's like, hey, it's been so long. It's good to see you guys again. You know, it's been 2 years. You know, everything with the whole situation from the last episode with teenagers getting absorbed by the villain. That got cleared up clearly because the events at SPD wouldn't have happened otherwise if things weren't cleared up.
That's true.
So we knew it was going to be taken care of. So it's a good thing it was. I'm going to. Why?
If they didn't, then the HyperForce team screwed up that time. Like,
right? Luckily, SPD took care of it. He explains the main teams have been, they took care of that. They're normal again. Vesper starts shutting down because she's like overwhelmed. She's homesick. She's just like in a ball. She's like, she just wants to go home. They help her get back to the time ship. And raised with the HyperForce were interfering. The Alliance leader, he found the tracker, and so he crushed the tracker, and he crushes Joe's not SPD. I'm sorry, Time Force Morpher.
no. Oh wait, I remember this.
Yeah, had the Morpher. So now they're heading back to. So now they're heading back over to 3017. You know, trying to recuperate, go to Time Force, let them in on what's going on, make sure Joe can debrief them on what's going on. Before I get anywhere, I wanted to note that since Detective Song may be SPD Green, I wanted to know, it made me think, what happened to Bridge? Either he's SPD Blue, or he might be SPD Red, with Sky taking on the role to SPD Commander. I don't know. I wish I knew more, but it's still good, SPD. Speculations, theories. It's what we're about here on Henshin Gate. Most of our theories have come true so far. So, hey, we're on a roll. So they're back home. As they're heading back home, Vesper thanks Chloe for helping her during her emotional breakdown. Gives her a bomb, like pink, an specially made pink bomb that has the initial C and V, because they're good friends. So back in Time Force. So now since we're back in Time Force, gotta go.
What'd you do?
Going back to Time Force.
Hurry up! Go!
Why?
Time Force time. Although you're getting away from the good part, man. They were just in the Megazord.
Why hush your face? We're gonna go. Execution for my partner. I think we're good. This is the perfect way to continue on Power Rangers Time Force.
Which one you choose?
Frax's Fury. There's a reason why.
Ooh, I remember this.
Well, we want to make sure everyone gets to watch the intro because we can't let, unless that is the intro. I don't know. It's been so long. So, back in the year 3017, Joe's going to be debriefed on what's been going on. And so the Rangers, they meet up with their home. They reunite with their classmate Abigail. So that's good.
Yep. Her again. Recurring characters. Woo!
Chloe and Vesper, they fill in on Abigail on the fun that they've been having experimenting with illegal substances, which
and burritos.
Candy, sugar, caffeine, trans fat, basically anything good for you that's not good is illegal in the future. So that's a crying shame. The future sucks. We're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that. So then she informs them of what's been going on with the Alliance in the year 3017, that they've been alerted to the fact that there have been multiple time ships that have been stolen since then, when the initial ship was taken by the leader. So, guess what happens next?
Besides the obvious big trouble.
The Rangers are now have officially graduated from Time Force. They are now official Time Force officers, and it's really good because it's funny to me that their coronation was somewhat similar to how Anakin was knighted to Jedi Knight in the Clone Wars. And if this video was to be edited and stuff, the scene where Anakin was knighted would be shown because that's how similar it was, and where the Rangers finally graduated to full Time Force officers. But it was still sweet, you know. It was nice, gut wrenching moment. You know, these Rangers have been going through hell and back, but now they finally made it as official, and especially for Marv. Now he's an official Time Force officer. He has an official badge of his own now instead of stolen from his brother.
Woo.
The full-fledged officers. Jack also, right, since the four of them were students, Jack is promoted to a commander.
After what he's been through, he better deserve that.
Right. Good on you, Jack. Good on you, buddy. Yeah, Jack was promoted. Then they decided to split up to handle some personal matters. You know, they're home. They might as well, you know, catch up on what they've been missing on. Vesper and Jack go there. Vesper lets Jack tag on to her house to meet her parents. Because now we get to learn a little bit more about Vesper. Eddie goes off to the cafe to meet with his old flame Bianca. But I think I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Yeah,
just skip a few parts.
Before all that, yeah, I got a little too ahead of myself. Vesper was spazzing out, then Chloe slapped some sense into her, and this was during the ceremony. I'm sorry, I'm getting way too ahead of myself. But yeah, that's the break. That's the first break. So I'm gonna take a second to talk, since I already mentioned wrestling. Brock Lesnar. There's a reason why I talk about Brock Lesnar, because this past weekend was the Elimination Chamber, which most of the matches that happened I already knew the results for, except the main event. I knew the result. I knew the outcome, but I wanted something different. Roman Reigns won the match, and he's going to go on to WrestleMania to face Brock Lesnar. Yay, woo, whatever. But I was hoping it would be more. I was hoping Finn Balor. Others were saying Seth Rollins. You know, that's just me. John Cena wanted to win. He didn't win. He went off to SmackDown, blah, blah, blah. I say 3 out of 5 stars if I wanted to give the whole pay-per-view a thing. The women's Elimination Chamber, brutal, amazing, good on the women. Asuka versus Nia Jax, good stuff. Everything was fine. It went the course it needed to go in the story ways, except I didn't want the main event to go a certain way. Whatever. That's the Elimination Chamber. And that's the break, because it's just a quick review. But now I'm trying to get the Ramses back in, because they need to get their asses here now.
We need Ramsey power.
Right? We need Ramsey power now. Oh, let's see if we can get them in here. Invite has been posted. Yeah, so back to what I was saying, Vesper goes to her house to learn a bit about herself. We figure out that she was created by Dr. Louis Farrak's, that man right there. That perfect timing. So we find out, it's double confirmed, like, I theorized this, and it's double confirmed now that Esper is somewhat like the androids from Dragon Ball Z. Yeah.
No one cares about that part.
Yeah, but you knew I was right, Ryan. You knew deep down I was right.
Meh.
Whatever. Screw you. I like being right. She finds out that he was created, and then basically you guys know what happened in this scene. This played out in HyperForce. So yeah. That's amazing.
And if you don't know what Time Force is, you need to get your ass out there.
This is on Time Force right now. It's on Netflix. If you're not watching it on Netflix, go buy the Shout Factory DVDs. Seriously.
That's true.
We're not
sponsored. You have no excuse.
You have no excuse. No excuse at all. This is a great series. Great actors. Vernon Wells was an amazing villain. We met him at Power Morphicon. It was awesome.
Random note. I've been going through like random like pages of other Power Ranger related like groups. And I'm surprised about the amount of people that haven't watched other seasons.
We're gonna fix that. We're gonna rectify that later, though. We're gonna really get to that. So yes, we're letting this scene play out. You see this scene. This is Vesper's origin story as well as Frax's origin story.
Well, that's a surprise for me. I did not see that coming.
Neither did I. I thought she was more connected to RPM than Time Force. Well, obviously she's connected to it, but I thought her origins led more into RPM's time. But
Oh, you mean like she was captured and became a half robot or something?
Yeah, but no, this is actually a lot better. This is still it hit you right here. This is like her parents they studied under Dr. Ferrix.
Okay.
And they found her after the lab was, you clearly just saw it was on fire. Ugh.
Wait a minute. They found her like
they found
in
her
a junkyard or something,
in the building
or in a lab. Okay, no, because I was trying to make a different kind of relation, something you don't know about. It has to do with Battle Angel Alita. If you haven't read the manga, it's amazing. The movie's coming out then this year.
Read the manga, watch whatever way you can get Battle Angel Alita. Watch it, read it. I don't care. Go watch the movie.
There's only OVAs. There's no anime. Apparently, getting off topic again, James Cameron bought the rights to it, and that's why we probably haven't seen the anime of it yet. Screw him.
James Cameron, help us out, man. Be a team player.
Yeah, he
Let's
made
not
a
call
movie.
James Cameron, because then that would ruin us.
I know, but then he made a movie. I wanted an anime, man, not a movie.
I know, but we gotta keep on. We gotta keep the train moving. So yeah, we find out that Frax, Dr. Ferrix, he created the Cyclobots, but he created synthetic organisms, a la Red Ribbon Army creating the androids.
Yada yada. Yes, we knew she was a cyborg.
Yeah, but it's double confirmed now. Ha 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 ha. She was found. So we go over back to where I said Eddie was with Bianca. They met up at a coffee shop, chilling, talking. He tells her about Vesper. He's like, oh, she's really cool. We find out that not only is Eddie's last name Banks.
Finally, confirmed.
Bianca's last name is Winslow. Which double confirms that not only is the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air part of Ranger history, also Family Matters. It's part of Power Ranger lore now.
Okay.
Double confirmed.
God damn it.
Winslow, boom, double confirmed. Fresh Prince, Family Matters is Power Ranger canon, baby. When you ever see references to Power Ranger toys, it's because the Power Ranger's been on the news. That's why it's confirmed. Double, triple, quadruple confirmed.
Congratulations.
Obviously, it's just a reference, but we're going to stick with our theory. We know it's a reference to, Fresh Prince and Family Matters. Good stuff. But we're going to stick with the theory that those shows are connected to Power Rangers. That this stuff happening on the news for Fresh Prince and Family Matters. Moving on. They end their engagement to just stay friends, business partners, and everything. It was a nice little moment. We got to get our Vesper and Eddie ship going on. We got to keep that going. We got to keep that ship going, baby. Marv and Joe meet up and then they go home. That's so touching. Like, they're proud of Marv. Like, their parents, they're proud of Marv graduating Time Force. He's a Power Ranger. They're happy that he's saving the world, the universe, time itself. Joe comes back and it's like I can't. The Darsos are such amazing actors. It made me.
Yes, they are, man.
Okay. Get you choked up. It's good stuff. Good content. So Darsos, Peter, Yoshi.
Amazing in person too. They were great.
My hat to you, sir. Sirs. And then Chloe was chilling back with Abigail, catching up and stuff, taking selfies. She confessed to Abigail that the only reason why she joined Time Force is to find her parents and whatnot. And since Joe is now here, her parents might be on a secret mission as well.
There's hope.
So yeah, before all the touchy-feely moments with Marv and Joe's parents, they were having heart-to-heart, knowing that both their missions were connected. Joe was on a secret mission for the Alliance. And now, hey, what's going on here? Let's just set the. What? No.
Now we're lost in time.
The titles, English. We can get Power Rangers in many other languages. It's amazing. But either way, so after they got to have the little time and get to reunite with everyone they love, Vesper and Jack head over to the lab where Dr. Ferrex was just became Frax. They arrive. Vesper brings her family dog, Yappy. I don't know his name is.
Yappy.
Just to mess with, even though Jack has a phobia of small animals.
Oh, okay.
That probably explains why he built the robot dog. So they head over to there. They head over there. They find these other synthetic organisms. Androids, Red River Army, double confirmed, triple, quadruple confirmed.
Moving on.
They find out that they're the reason why Dr. Ferrex was able to rebuild himself and become Frax. Vesper vows to her siblings that they will get revenge for what they did, for what happened to him on Rancic. That is the end of Power Rangers HyperForce episode 16. Now, we're at the halfway point. I think it's a little early. Oh, we only have 20 minutes. Cool. Okay. Now I'm messing around with freaking Netflix. But I think we're going to keep it as is. Keep it on time for us. Just wondering what's going on. That's what I did. I keep forgetting how to control my own Netflix on my PlayStation because I don't use it a lot. But it's the price of what we do for this live stream. Now we're going to get the Ramses here because now with our halfway point, we have to discuss Lupinranger v Patranger episodes 2 and 3.
He'll be glad to talk about that.
Yeah, let's see if they can make it on.
Get on.
Hopefully. We'll try them both on their emails to get on. But while we get the Ramses, I want to ask audience watching live or watching whenever you guys can, what do you guys think of HyperForce so far? Leave your thoughts on that in the comments below. Give us, come say hello to us in the Facebook group, HyperForce fan club. I'm sorry. I'm a little hungry right now, so I can't really think clearly on names. But let us know. And then also let us know in the comments whether you're, again, watching it live, watching it later, who cares? Let us know what you think of Lupinranger v Patranger. It's only 3 episodes in. Ryan, what do you think of the show so far?
Well, as far as I see, how should I say it? Well, I'm just gonna go by the patrol race because that's what I remember most so far. Red guy is like the most stereotypical stressed out worker cop. Is hilarious. And then it's kind of interesting because like the Lupinrangers, they seem to have a purpose with these monsters because they have these weird like chests or safes connected to them for some reason. And then it's funny, as you mentioned, they make references to past Sentai seasons, I believe, right?
Yeah, they did that in the first episode. Like the Treasury would just pull past Sentai stuff, so the Go Busters more for saw stuff from
yep.
No, yeah, they got a lot of stuff from Sentai history, whether it be recent Sentai history or past Sentai history. I love the show. I like the concept. I'm still a little confused to why the robot is called Jim Carter and the police chief is called Hilltop. Missed opportunity right there, but still good.
And then there's the butler with the loot book.
I don't trust the butler. I'm gonna stay right there. I do not trust that butler. But it's a nice. I like it, and I like the twist that this series is kind of like Lupin the Third whereas like they're relatives of Lupin.
I watched that series, man. Oh man.
And if you guys like Lupinranger v Patranger, go watch Lupin the Third. If you like Lupin the Third, watch Lupinranger v Patranger. You will like both.
I'm just surprised about from Lupin the Third, the feels, man. I was not expecting like so much emotions from that show. Thought it was just gonna be like the typical cops and robbers, but then like you get those feels episodes.
Yeah, right. But but considering 2 and 3, I liked episode 2 where the Power Rangers combine themselves to beat the monster, and then in episode 3, Lupinranger, they thought they could do the same thing, combine themselves. Yellow wasn't happy.
That was hilarious, man. I was like, no, I don't want to mix with you. And then there's like, boom, there's like clones everywhere. I was like, what the heck?
Dude. So I like that because like they have similar powers, but it works differently.
Yeah, that's true. Same morpher, but different abilities.
Yeah, I like that. I like that concept. So, like in episode 2, Lupinranger had their Zord, badass looking Zord. Episode 3, Patranger had their Zord, and they're sharing the same little device that makes them the Zords, which makes
Trader Sting. Do they realize that thing is like working for another team too?
I don't trust that thing either. That thing is a two-faced lying SOB, which makes me not trust the new Ranger that was revealed. That's gonna
he's also a two-facer.
He's two-faced because he's Lupinranger, but he's also Patranger. Like he's gold and silver, which is a nice little throwback to Gokaiger, where Guy can be both gold and silver.
Yeah, that's true. A little too soon for that, but it works.
Works out. I love it. So I don't trust that little device, but it's funny because it's like at the end of episode 2, you see Patranger walking in their little hideout, little storefront that they put up, and in episode 3 comes right in, starts off where they left off, and
not to mention they bring back the puppet thing again.
Mm-hmm.
Just like I'm not sure what other season, but I know Tokyo Ranger had a puppet, and now this series has a puppet. Now, like what the heck?
Yeah, right. I like how the series is going. It picks up right at the very end of that episode, and I can't wait to see episode 4 tomorrow. I think it's out. Yeah, tomorrow. Can't wait for tomorrow. Not only that, Dragon Ball Super coming back, and with a lot of Dragon Ball references in this series right now of HyperForce, it's fitting. But before we get back to episode 17 of HyperForce, Lupinranger v Patranger, episodes 2 and 3 both get a 5 out of 5 because it's just a strong series right off the bat. I was worried about it in the beginning because I didn't want Q Ranger to end, but
let's just hope they keep it up, man. It's pretty interesting.
I felt the same way about when Zyuohger was ending. I didn't want Q Ranger to come and take it away from me, but I liked Q Ranger and I enjoyed it. I didn't want them to leave. What other good things about this show? I like the Rangers. I really like the Rangers. And I think Green is gonna have fall for Yellow, and vice versa.
Oh, right.
We all know.
Some stuff.
The thing that's happening, it's always Green Ranger always ending up with Yellow Ranger. That's been a thing since Samurai. Both in Shinkenger and Power Ranger Samurai. That's been a thing since then. It's probably going to be a continuous thing. But, back to...
the random couples.
Back to HyperForce, because we're actually back. This is where 17 is derived. 16 and 17 is derived from this. We get to see... This is just a bit of a jump cut of how Frax is made.
Mm-hmm.
But again, we learn that the synthetic siblings of Vesper is what helped make Frax. And then their names are Spencer, Rory, Jocelyn, and Josh. Spencer is like their leader. He's this, slim dude. Rory, big muscles. Jocelyn, the female, and Josh is the little kid. And that's actually Dragon Ball villains in a nutshell.
God damn it.
No, here's what makes me think. It makes me think of the villains from BoJack Unbound. That was like the legit villains, if I can remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Dragon Ball confirmed.
Yeah, whatever.
You want revenge on Rancic for what happened to Dr. Ferrix. We already established that.
Yes, we did.
And now that they're informed, they're reformed. We find out, obviously, after... I would play that episode of Power Rangers Wild Force, but I don't think it really makes any sense to do that because it's just a simple scene. But if you guys haven't watched Power Rangers Wild Force, why the hell not? Seriously. But in Power Rangers Wild Force, Rancic is redeemed, so to speak. I guess you could say he becomes human. He's reformed himself. 17 years since then of the Adventures of Time Force. It's been 16 years since he's been reformed. So he's been just a humanitarian, I guess you could say. The HyperForce Rangers, they promised to investigate the matter further for the synthetic, or I'm gonna call them androids. I'm gonna call them like that. I'm gonna call them androids. So
much easier.
They're gonna figure out what's going on, but they're a little impatient because they want revenge. They pressuring Vespers like you're one of us. You should help us. Give me a second. I'm busy. I'm busy. Sorry about that, folks. I got legal matters to take care of later.
Yay.
Yay, legal matters. They want revenge on Rancic. The Rangers are just trying to be like, we gotta. Don't worry, we'll find out what's going on with Rancic. But these synthetics are like, nah, you're with us, Vesper. You're one of us. But she's refusing in attempts to leave. So Joe, she refuses, and they just leave. They're leaving. The androids, they're leaving. So to stop them, Joe uses his teleportation power to get in front of them to stop them. And then, well, he did that. Just watched the episode. Ooh, wait, my notes. Oh, I forgot my notes.
Andy Dandy notebook.
Andy, screw you. Andy Dandy HyperForce notepad. There's really not much to really explain because if you guys know this type of premise, you've seen it before, but it's still well done in this manner of HyperForce. But I'm trying to at least go into a bit more detail as much as I can. Find out that, like Bumblebee from Transformers, the little one Josh has a problem to speak. So Vesper uses the healing charge. She uses the healing charge to help him speak. Then they try to gain his trust. Even with one of Chloe's aged burritos, Marv screwed that up bad.
Burritos.
He screwed up the burrito.
It's been a while, man.
You leave the burrito making to Chloe. So Joe still had some food from their mothers, which is called bachan. I believe it's Indonesian food. I'm not entirely sure. But it's food that they got from home before they left. Bachan, which
sounds good.
Meat packed into a rice ball, I believe. Go watch the episode to be certain. Go watch the episode to be double confirmed. But I believe that's what it is, and if it is, I believe I might try that one day because it sounds. If it's like steak, chicken, I'll have some bachan like that, or make it myself. I don't know. It's an interesting concept. It's nice to bring in different type of culture into Power Rangers like that. So
interesting.
On that, I got a lot of messages, but I see that the Ramses are taking a while for them to join. So we're gonna to get them in one more time.
3, 2, 1, go.
Shut up. Going to, and then our friend is just blowing up our freaking film. I thought
That's not the only thing blowing. The winds out here is horrible.
Oh God, grief, yes. All right, so
I was driving it earlier. Ugh.
I went outside not too early. Luckily, I was just out for like the snow part.
It's windy now.
That's New York for you. Nice. No, it's not. Spring is coming. It is March, so Happy March, people. Happy March.
March. Dead.
1 month away from Avengers. No.
All right, they moved it up early.
Thanks to Tony Stark. Got the Ramses coming in right about. They're coming in soon. It's taking a while for them to join in because their thing is messed up. But yeah, so they going back to where we were. They feed Josh Bachan. We learn a little bit more about Joe because they're about to go off to find Rancic. Joe's like, no, I'm good. I'm staying a little bit. So yeah, they go on to find his whereabouts. He starts getting cold feet that he got to take care of something before he goes see Rancic. Why is that? Well, we're about to find out in a minute.
Who knows?
They pressure Joe to tell him he was sort of kind of maybe tiny bit engaged to Nadira, that man's daughter. Over there, pink hair lady over there. He was engaged to that nice piece of ace. Good on you, Joe. So, So he can't he's a little in hot water because he didn't tell Nadira that he was going on a secret mission before he kind of disappeared. No, that's kind of bad. Gotta tell your ladies. Gotta tell your ladies where you go. So they let Joe take care of his situation with Nadira. They gotta go over to see. They arrive at City Hall. Vesper she starts to realize that her dog Yappy, she left them. Oh, right. Yappy's a dog. Yappy. I'm sorry, people. I'm tired. I'm hungry, and I got legal matters to take care of. But they named the dog Burrito, they nickname him Rito. You know, Rito, Burrito, Rito Revolto. Moving on.
I like burritos.
Yeah. Yeah, now they find the Mutant Rehabilitation Center doors are locked at City Hall. They learn from Jack's former boss, Chief Patel, that Rancic has been taking some rehabilitated mutants to the animal shelter, which is funny because that's how Nadira started, starting to become soft, nicer, kinder by being around animals, like the animal shelter in Time Force. So that's what they're doing. And so it's a nice little nod to, series over there in the back. So, Rancic's at the shelter. Chief Patel then informs Jack that he has to clean out his old office now that he's a HyperForce Ranger, much to his own disdain. But you gotta do what you gotta do. You're on a mission, B. You gotta move on with life. But we're gonna get to that a little bit later. At the shelter, they confront Rancic, who now learns about the synthetic robots. Or androids. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting that I have to call them androids because they are androids. Blah blah blah. Let me see. He finds out what happened to these androids that they were there the night that he destroyed the lab. Obviously, he's repented himself. He's paid for his sins. He regrets what he did.
But they don't care.
But we gotta move back onto Nadira's house. Joe goes there. She's not home. She's there. She's at the animal shelter where her dad's at, helping out. Obviously, she loves animals. So then, Eddie is the Rangers are with I think Eddie was with Joe at that point. would be wrong. Blah blah blah.
Yada yada yada.
Yeah, Eddie was with Joe. All the other Rangers were with Rancic. Back at the shelter, little Joshy, wanted to destroy Rancic. He starts crying. His face like, oh boy, oh boy. Things did not get better. So they try to distract him. Chloe suggested throwing him in a cage. And Vesper, she suggested sitting on him. They have a very, very terrible idea how babysitting works.
Yep.
Yeah, no. So Joe arrived to talk to Nadira. Oh, and Josh, he informed the Rangers that he telepathically told his other android siblings where they were. And, obviously, they're trying to protect Rancic as those siblings, they arrived. And they is not too pleased with that man in the background, Rancic. They are not pleased. So,
nope.
Vesper managed to tap into Jocelyn's mind to give Jack enough time to put her in restraint into, stasis. Eddie restrained Josh as best as he could. And Vesper came in to tap in Josh's mind. While there, Josh was informing Vesper in the mind that he can't be helped, that he's programmed for revenge against the man, Rancic, for what he did to Frax, Dr. Louis Frax. Or was it Luis? Meh. It's Frax. We're just going to call him Frax. Or Dr. Frax. There we go. So yeah, he's programmed to be, full of revenge. A la, androids being programmed to destroy Son Goku. There's a lot of Dragon Ball references, people, and I'm gonna stick to that.
I think you're just assuming it. It's all in your head, man.
This is our channel. We can do whatever the hell we want. If I want to use Dragon Ball as a reference, I can use Dragon Ball as a reference.
I object. Blah blah blah.
Oh, you can object to these nuts.
I like pistachios.
Moving on. Since Josh is programmed to be, all revengey and stuff. Vesper manages to transfer some of her memories of love, friendship, and family into Josh. Saving him. And then, Vesper goes on to Spencer. Eddie rushes Vesper to Rory to do the same. Yeah, so she saved Spencer. Next is this is not a good part. Not a good part. I think I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. No, we're good. We're good. I thought I was getting a little ahead of myself. But
yeah, we're good.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so no, wait, no, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Why not? Let's keep going.
Shut up. She saved Spencer. Chloe manages to put restraints on Spencer. That's where Vesper took care of that. Uses restraints on. Oh yeah, so Chloe used some restraints, but it ricochets off Marv's taser and blasted right back at him. So Marv got tased for a bit. And then Rory, the big dude, is about to rush at Rancic, and that's where the break. This episode went a little bit long, but it was just a lot of good stuff happening. Even though it was just one wash, rinse, repeat thing that you've seen before, but it's still good stuff. This is our the third break in our review. This is a break. Wanted to update everybody on the challenge between me and Ryan.
We lost.
Well, obviously they know that part. We lost the bet. It's not going to be Drew Olger for me. It's not going to be Q Ranger for him. It's going to be Go Busters, ironically enough, for Kevin.
Who would have guessed? Seriously, what the fudge?
So we both lost the bet. We're going to be taking either the 2-time spicy ramen challenge, or if we can find it, we're going to be taking the 4-time spicy ramen challenge with
I'm good.
Shut up. Instead of flashbang hot sauce, which we can't find either, we're going to be using Mad Dog 357 with number 9 plutonium, which is the same amount as a flashbang hot sauce. So we're good.
It better not be made with real radiation. I want to live.
No promises. And we can't get the 1-chip challenge either because that was just a limited time thing. But I have good speculation that the new Doritos Blaze chips, a whole bag of that is an equivalent to at least 1 chip from the 1-chip challenge, which is what it's called anyways. So Ryan and I are going to be taking half of that bag. We're going to take each are going to take half of the bag of chips of Dorito Blaze and eat that along with the ramen and sauce. And we're going to be holding it live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch April 18th, because that'll be our 1-year anniversary on YouTube as Henshin Gate. So yay!
Oh, yay!
And so I just wanted to update on the challenge. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen on a definitive day now. We're just thinking about what day we're gonna do it, but we have a day. We're gonna celebrate our 1 year. Taking our serving. We're gonna be dishing out our punishment like men. We're serving our time. And also one more update: Voltron, Legendary Defender, Season 5 is out today on Netflix.
I need to catch up.
I'm gonna be watching right after this review. Already got the Netflix on over there, baby.
I'll be playing Fortnite because I've been stressed all week.
Yeah, I'm gonna play Fortnite with you.
Even though it's gonna cause more stress.
right? You're hurting yourself. But the funny thing is that not only Voltron is airing today, the new season, this series, especially this episode, feels a lot like a Voltron episode. And with Power Rangers owned by Hasbro, maybe DreamWorks can work a little HyperForce thing. Come on, Saban. But I still think Saban should still keep Power Ranger movie stuff with Lionsgate. Far away from Paramount. Away from Transformers. With Lionsgate, you want animated stuff? Let DreamWorks do it. Holla. Voltron. But I think that's it. I'm going to try one last time to get the Ramses in here just so we can get some thoughts from them if they bother to, if they can even get it. Because I know their reception, especially with this weather, I think their reception is pretty piss poor.
My lights almost went out an hour ago at least.
And my service here kind of got a little wonky trying to get ready for this. So
the time shadow Megazord.
Ryan's a little distracted.
Megas are combinations.
One last time to get the Ramses here because we need the final thoughts. A la Jerry.
Yeah, man. They gotta somehow figure out how to join us.
All right, back to the episode at hand. I wanted to make a note here before we continue on that the Shi brothers are wrestling experts, and they're the reason why I say this. And it's going to continue on. Before he tries to attack Rancic, doesn't really work out in his favor because Jack blocked that from happening. Joe goes, he's there now. He meets up. He sees Nadira.
Yay.
So he goes over to save Rancic. And that's where I say he's a wrestling expert. Like the Shi brothers are wrestling expert because he teleports, flips Rory to the ground. Wrestling experts.
Mm-hmm.
I might have trouble wrestling Sidar, so after all, shouldn't have challenged them.
I want to see it happen just to laugh at you.
Shut up. I'm gonna take that challenge. I don't back down from the challenge.
Yay.
Who's the better wrestler in the Power Ranger universe? Me, Peter, or Yoshi?
I think Yoshi. I'm not sure about Peter. We'll see about Peter.
If Peter can send a dude in Suplex City and Joe can come and teleport, yeah, I think we're all evenly matched here in wrestling prowess.
Huh.
Shut up. If I can out wrestle you, a martial arts master, I'm pretty sure I can handle myself with the other two.
That was one match, and it became even. We evened it out. It's still 1-1 for both of us.
You and Gabe on, but that's another story for another time, people. We are
still 1-1.
I won that.
Yeah, well, that makes it 1-1, not 2-1.
Shut up. We're moving on. Get over it.
Fine, next time.
Fine. After I take care of the Sidarsos, I'll take care of you. Nah, I love the Sidarsos. They're awesome. They're great in this, and they're great in everything they do. So. Let's see. So Vesper tries to reprogram. I already mentioned that they're programmed for revenge against Rancic, like how the androids are programmed for revenge against Goku after what Goku did to the Red Ribbon Army.
Technically, they went rogue.
Jiro was like Frax. He was a robot man.
I said rogue, not Jerobe.
You know what? I know what you said, and I'm just, trying to prove my point that this is like Dragon Ball. Deal with it. Deal with the Dragon Ball.
It's not. You're making it. You're forcing it, man.
We'll deal with this. All right. Vesper managed to transfer her memories of love and friendship into Josh, and then Spencer, then Rory.
Mm-hmm.
But what she had to do for Rory's case, which I don't think is technically incest, I don't know, actually.
But, are they even related? I mean, doesn't mean they're robots. Doesn't mean they're related.
Yeah, right. I'm just gonna go with the fact that they're not related because she kissed Rory in front of Eddie.
Oh shit!
I
just cursed.
then she takes Eddie, complicating things with with mixed signals, saying that she can't be more than friends at the moment. She's just not in the right. She's not in the right state of mind to want.
Oh, I'm not touching this. I'm staying out of this. Nope. I'm out of this. Nope. Going nowhere near that.
He kisses Eddie.
Oh gosh.
Why she gotta hurt? Why Vesper? Why do you have to hurt my man Eddie like that? I had to put down again for like the fourth, maybe fifth time in this series. Poor Eddie.
Like I said, I'm not touching this anymore.
How many times do I have to say that? Seriously, is that gonna be like a hashtag? Poor Eddie. We got ideas for that later. We're gonna keep moving on. So, Eddie. Oh God, I can't. I'm so sorry, Eddie. So yeah, heartbroken. He seeks comfort from Jack and Joe. The three of the synthetics, the androids, they're freed of revenge. And then Jack, he released Jocelyn from her stasis, and then Vesper does her thing.
Vesper stuff.
Actually, I think it's the other. I don't know what happened. Either way, she can't be part of their family because she never really grew up with them. She grew up with.
It'll be weird, man. It's like that uncle that always comes at Thanksgiving, but you don't know who he is.
Right.
Like, whose uncle is he really?
Right. But she grew up with the Vasquezes. That's her family. She started learning and growing with these Rangers. These are her family now. This is her family now.
Exactly, the Ranger family.
Especially the Ranger buds.
But now that brings me back to the RPM episode when she was possessed, and she was like naming the rules of being a Ranger while just torturing Marv.
Poor Marv.
That was hilarious.
Hashtag for all the male Rangers. They always get the short end of the stick in this series. Poor Marv. Hashtag poor Eddie. Hashtag poor Jack. What did they do? Who did they hurt? She decides that she needs a little alone time. Vesper, she needs a little alone time to think about what's been going on. It's like she finds out who she is, really. She finds out where she came from, starting to sort out her feelings. She doesn't know what to do with Eddie. She doesn't know how to feel about Eddie. She likes Eddie, but she can't be with Eddie. I understand, Vesper. I feel for you, but I also feel for Eddie. That's why it hurts. It breaks my heart. Then Joe decides to stay behind, finish up his conversation with Nadir and Rantic. Be a man. Take matters in his own hands. Finally handle things like a man. He ended up with that nice piece of ace in Nadir. I gotta applaud Joe one more time.
Going back to sleep.
Gotta applaud that, man. Gotta applaud that. So Joe takes care of his business. Marv and Eddie return to the Time Force Academy to prepare their ship to go on, go off and find out about Alliance stuff. So Chloe and Jack head over to City Hall to help clean out his old office. Jack is reminiscing about being a cop and whatnot. I have notes. Jack has a because Eddie was trying to find comfort with Jack and stuff. Jack ends up saying a cool quote, and Eddie's just like, "Where do you get all these cool quotes?" Marv rats him out. Was like, "Oh, he has a book of cool quotes in his office." So I didn't really take much notes after this because it's the end of the episode. Things were getting revealed, but you guys, whoever watched it, you know. But if you haven't watched it, yeah, buckle in, buckaroo. It's gonna get. Chief Patel comes in the office. He learns, and some of Jack's old cop buddies, they show up too to give him a send off properly, and they're happy for his new promotion. They talk. Jack learns from them that there's a janitor named Stephen Lang that is currently in custody who has some knowledge about the Alliance and what they have planned.
Dun dun dun! Finally, some more info.
He contacts the other Rangers about the potential lead. Chloe's there. She's off her rock. She is crazy. She drank some old-ass coffee, has some old-ass candy. She's just all over the place today.
Oh, gosh. That does not.
But I still love Chloe. Gotta show love to Chloe.
Yeah, I only can do half.
No, you can only do half. Yes, you can only do half. So, they have a potential lead. He and Chloe go interrogate Chloe, trying to be all back up. Again, she's off her nut. She's all type of crazy. They learn that aside, not just to save Zordon, that the Alliance have plans to amass an armada of alien ships from the year 2014. What the hell happened in 2014, I wonder, from Armada?
Transformers Armada?
Screw you. Next week, we're going to the Neo Saban era. We've been in Disney. We've been in Saban. Now we're going to Neo Saban era territory with Power Rangers.
You make a point there. We're in the Neo Saban era now.
I'm sounding mad. I'm sounding more hyped for this than I really should be because Super Mega Force hurt me as a Gokaiger fan.
It's okay. They hurt us all, man.
But I'm happy. Super Mega Force is getting some. I enjoy the Rangers from Super Mega Force. They were given crappy direction. I enjoy them. I love them. I'm glad to see some love and recognition for them. Next week, Power Rangers HyperForce, episode 18. It's going to have Super Mega Force because we're going to the Armada. We're going to Gokaiger land, baby. So not only do we get Super Mega Force love, we get Gokaiger love because Joe and Mark are
I think this would be a perfect time for them to have a little redemption, man. I can see it, man, through HyperForce.
So I hope Sierra Hana from Power Rangers Super Mega Force, Yellow Ranger, comes to this episode. Andrew Gray coming to the episode. Aziz Raza, any Power Ranger from Mega Force, please come to this episode. I need this more than anything because I want all the Gokaiger, anything Gokaiger related, even if it has to be Mega Force. I will take it.
Yeah, we need those references, man, just to feel good.
We need the good feel goods. I want to see these Rangers back, baby. And me and Andrew Gray, we're talking about Power Rangers. He is just a likable dude.
Oh, I remember that. I was there.
He was there, right? So if I get to see Andrew Gray reprise his role as Troy, it would be great to see Troy with Marv because the Captain Marvelous representation of Power Rangers Megaforce, Captain Marvelous representation of Power Rangers Hyperforce. This would be amazing. This would be good stuff. Or Sierra Hana, she wanted to be part of HyperForce before, so if she comes back too, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with any Ranger from Megaforce coming back for this. So Ron, what did you think of Power Rangers HyperForce episode 17?
I think it's one of those I like it. It's a break from the fighting and stuff. Well, actually there was fighting, but it was more of a
morphed in this episode of 17 was Chloe. I don't even think there was any morphing done. The Rangers were still morphed in episode 16, but that was from previous episode. But
Well, I'm trying to say is this is more like somewhat like a casual episode, kind of, but they still made it actiony.
Yeah, it was an action-oriented episode. It told a story. It followed from SPD to Time Force. Now we're going to Super Mega Force. So we're going from Disney to Saban. We're going from Disney back to Saban. We're moving all the way to the future to Neo Saban era. I'm hyped. I like this. And okay, I'm not gonna lie. If I wanted some Neo Saban goodness, I wanted Dino Charge, just because Yoshi is Joe. So
who knows? Maybe it could happen.
It could happen, but I want to see. Honestly, Super Mega Force I wanted more Samurai out of that cameo. I wanted more Jungle Fear. I wanted more out of those cameos, and I'm getting a lot out of these cameos in HyperForce. So if Super Mega Force comes, that is great because they were the season of cameos, and now they're coming into a season of cameos. So good stuff. So if we can get Troy to come back, we can get Emma, Gia, Jake, Noah. I want to see Noah. I want to see some Blue Ranger power. We got 3 Blue Rangers. Noah.
I mean,
Hoda.
Yeah, he was pretty cool.
Come on, Blue Ranger, forever blue. Oh, and we got Andre, the Black Nerd, as a Blue Ranger. This is all Blue Ranger, all blue centric, baby. Come on.
Yes, give the other colors some love.
Forever blue. That's it. Quote that. Quote me
the
on
Blue
that.
Brothers.
So, no.
And look, Time Force Blue Megazord, Mo Blue.
So you.
Yeah, see?
I did not even set up for that. I was just totally random. But Time
Force Megazord, Mode Blue.
Time Force knows what I'm talking about, baby. We know it knows what we want. It knows what we need in life. We need this. And so, but I was at first I was like, okay, I want the Armada. I love Gokaiger, and I was like, oh wait, we're getting Super Mega Force, but I'm okay with this. I was like, but then I'm starting to really think about it. I let it simmer in me. I'm like, yo, I'm hyped for this. What if these Rangers do come back and not just? I'm getting way too ahead of myself, but I wanted to take a little bit of time to again, Game Master Malika. Tip my hat to you, madam, for all your awesomeness in this series. And we're trying to get the Ramses here one more time to sign off with us because we want.
They're here in spirit. They just can't seem to connect.
Yeah, that's kind of it's an issue with their connection, especially in this weather. It is terrible. Like, I mean, that's kind of why they're not here today. But it's okay.
Yep, very bad weather today. The wind is like 60 miles an hour.
I mean, me, you, and the Ramses, we all saw Power Ranger and Lupinranger last weekend, so we know what happened. We know what happened with the episode. We all know. We already gave it a rating. But, yes, 16, 17, solid 10 out of 10. Lupinranger v Power Ranger, 10 out of 10. Elimination Chamber, 3 out of 5. Yeah, no, this is. I can't wait for next week's episode. I can't wait. I'm hyped. I hope there's gonna be returning Rangers. Ryan, if you had to choose a Mega Force Ranger to return, if you had to guess, speculate, who do you think will return?
I'm gonna maybe one of the female Rangers, pink or yellow, but then I would be going for the what was it? What's his name again? The black one was it Jake, I believe?
The Black Ranger?
From Yes, from Mega Force.
I mean, they already made a quote to his color from going from black to green. That would make a lot of sense. But out of all they had a Ranger for yellow, they had a Ranger for black, they had a Ranger for pink. Technically, it was Lady Guinevere, but it was still something for Chloe.
True.
They didn't have nobody representing Marv or Eddie yet. I can
Ah, you know what? You're right. We need that Red Ranger team up, man.
Unless Santa Claus was meant for Marv.
Oh, come on, that shouldn't count.
The yellow, black. Hey.
You're right. We haven't had a red or a blue yet. You're right.
So I mean, it makes sense either way for either red or blue. Because like, okay, here's how blue connects. You have Eddie, the Blue Ranger, Joe, Time Force Silver, who was a Blue Ranger, Marv, HyperForce Red, who was a Blue Ranger right now, and got Noah, the Megaforce Blue Rangers. And not only that, Super Megaforce, he is Joe Gipkin, American counterpart. Who is Joe counterpart of in HyperForce? Joe, Time Force Silver. So if like Mad Go Kaiju references right there. Right there.
So many, goddamn.
Like Eddie is like not it. So Noah is the top contender in my pick. But if I had to choose personally on preferences, I choose Troy. I choose Captain Marvelous. I choose that as my pick for a returning cameo. So if I had to go with or more Ranger centric reference, blue. Personal pick, red. If I had to think of a logical pick, most likely Ciara Hana, Super Mega Force Yellow, which I'm okay with any pick. So hopefully someone will return. We'll have to wait to see. We have to wait for them to announce it. Hopefully they will announce it. Hopefully our theories are correct.
We shall see.
And yeah, but that's our theories. What do you guys have theories for? Sound them off in the comments below. Don't forget to give this video a like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and hit the little bell icon to be notified when we go live with these HyperForce reviews or put up a video. Like recently, we just put up Kingdom Hearts reactions. We're excited for Kingdom Hearts 3. Are you excited for Kingdom Hearts 3? And be on the lookout for many more content coming in the near future. Sucks that Ramses couldn't come, but their reception is most likely not, in their favor today, which is understandable.
Limbo.
For their sake, they enjoy Lupinranger v Patranger. They enjoy HyperForce. We all enjoy this stuff.
Yep.
Let us know what do you guys think of HyperForce in the comments. What do you guys think of Lupin v Patranger? Don't even worry about the Elimination Chamber. We're not going to worry about that right now. We're not even going to worry about the next week's or whenever Fast Lane. We're not worrying about that. We're going to worry about WrestleMania. That is our next WWE review, WrestleMania. The big one. The big top.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still pissed about the main event. I'm still pissed about it. I'm trying to get over it. But yeah, and if you guys aren't watching HyperForce, the links to it all are in the description. Down there in the description. They're in the description. All the links to Hyper RPG, our links to our social media. Wanted to make a quick announcement. We will probably be joining, what is it called? The Amino app.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna probably join in the Power Ranger discussions, anime discussion, anything that are related to us, meaning Power Rangers, Tokusatsu, anime, video games, comics, wrestling, MMA, all that stuff.
A lot of stuff.
We relate to a lot of stuff, so we'll be joining that really soon. We're just gonna have a discussion about that, and most likely, probably in the next week or so, we're gonna be on the Amino app, so you can give us a follow on that, and we will, see you there. But until then, hope you guys enjoyed this rambly live stream.
Yep.
You guys are enjoying Power Rangers HyperForce.
Yep.
Very soon at episode 25. Hopefully, that's also one thing I wanted to note. Not just that I want a Voltron-esque anime style HyperForce. I want HyperForce Season 2 or a sequel to this series. And I want a sequel series starting up, let's say June, July. Just as an excuse for when I go out to California for Power Morphicon, I would love it to be a special guest on Hyper RPG for any of their stuff, especially the Power Rangers related stuff. Anything they want me to do, I'll do it. If they need me to do Power Rangers, I will be there in a heartbeat. Ryan, what say you? Would you do it?
I'll take your place.
You take my place. Do that. You know what? Hyper RPG, if you guys can find anything for us in August, we'll be there. I will send you my itinerary for what I'll be doing in California when I get out there. So if you have something for me, I'm your man, and I will be there. But until then, you guys, yep, that is the sign that is over. That means we gotta sign off too. We'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Bye.